Come on, I can't hear you. Let's crank up the decimals. Here's my slap of approval.
Go to the church and ask God to forgive you.
When I first started to play Outlaw Volleyball Remixed, I was intrigued and was ready for some fun. I thought this would be on par with Summer Heat Beach Volleyball. Yet it's not, and the more I played, the more flawed this game turned out to be. And after almost an hour of my life wasted on it, I'm quite split like Summer on whether or not this is a good game worth playing or not.
I do this partly to stretch my hip flexors, my abs, and my deltoids, but mostly just to distract my opponents.
Outlaw Volleyball was released on Xbox and then ported to PlayStation 2 with additional content called Remixed. Yep, once again the Xbox got shafted, making it less valuable to own over the PS2. Even if the Xbox had the power for better looking and performing games. People still buy Nintendo for a reason. They don't care about the power of a console. They just want to play games.
No kidding.
So anyways, Outlaw Volleyball Remixed is a slightly expanded version of the Xbox game on PS2, developed by Hypnotics and published by Global Star Software in the year 2005. In this game, you got humor straight out of the 2000s. Several game types to play on several courts with several characters, as you spike the ball and attempt to win, with fights thrown in there because you gotta have violence on top of sex appeal to be truly 2000s as fuckity fucking fuck.
Excuse me, miss, but I'm new to this game of volleyball. Is it customary for you to get naked after a point? You know, take off your clothes and... I guess that's a no.
You have several characters to play as too, though most are forgettable as everyone is just a stereotype, like Summer, the blonde slut, Chica, the Latina, Lizzie, the Brit bitch, Harvest, the hippie chick, Natasha, the Russian KGB chick, Nikki, the rock star, etc. They're all pretty much forgettable. In fact, if I had to remember a single one off the top of my head, I really can't. This game's roster is just that generic.
It's time to break out the volleyball and Spanish fly, folks! Say hello to El Suave!
Thank you. My nipples are hard. Anyone looking at my nipples? I caught you, mister.
In comparison to the likes of Dead or Alive, where everyone is unique, you remember Lisa Hamilton, Kasumi, Marie Rose, Hanukkah, Momiji, Nyotogumi, Ayan, and Tina Armstrong. But here, I don't remember a single person. They're all just polarizing pieces of shit generic stereotypes played for comedy that falls flatter than an SNL skit.
Not so good, huh? Not so good.
You have several courts to play in as well, with some being generic like a beach or a Florida beach house. But then you got courts based in a woman's prison, a cemetery, an aircraft carrier, or even in the actual fucking sewers. Yeah.
The only volleyball court in the world built in an underground sewer. Ha ha! The lunacy! If the court appears to be moving, that's because it's covered with hundreds of gallons of flowing, chunky, corn-riddled refuse. Everyone who's ever played this putrid venue agrees that this court truly stinks.
Outside of the generic beach court, I can't really hate most of the rest, well besides the sewer one, with my favorite easily being the boneyard. I just like horror, Halloween, and places of death. What?
Freak.
You have several game types to play within Outlaw Volleyball Remixed, with Classic being your usual game of volleyball.
wave goodbye to that point.
Ping pong, which doesn't seem all that different, but then again, I barely played it because it was just so samey in the first place.
And now serving is someone I'd like to get to know better. Because honestly, I have no friends.
Stand the line! I got it. Yo, back off! Stand the line! Ow! Touch it and die!
Baseball, which applies baseball rules to volleyball, and it sucks cause it's combining two not so good sports into one.
The serve is about to go up. Good shot. That's worth a point and a pat on the back. Just not for me. So stop looking at me that.
Casino, where the longer you play before scoring, the more money piles up, and whoever scores gets all that money, and whoever has the most by the end of the match will be declared the winner.
Watch them order!
Then you got Hot Potato, to which I enjoyed probably the most of all game types, mostly because you're playing with an explosive volleyball.
Grind to the net. I got it. Scoop it over. Mine.
Oh, that'll clear your sinuses.
Must have been made in Pakistan. The controls are okay, I guess. When it comes to the gameplay, it's pretty generic. In fact, just look at the screen to see the controls in general. It's pretty simple, so I don't have any complaints. But when it comes to the feel and overall gameplay, well, that's the problem.
Up to the service line. Ladies, please keep your swooning to a minimum.
Pour moi!
Down the line.
You can put that point in the bank, just don't expect free checking.
The timing is so precise to even hit the damn ball, so that's an issue. I'm not exactly a depth perception pro, so for me this game isn't easy to play a lot of the time. Trying to time when to hit it isn't exactly easy, especially when the camera angle is set up the way it is in comparison to Summer Heat Beach Volleyball.
Trixie is getting ready to bitch slap the ball.
I got it!
Shoot it over. I am so on this.
Angulo!
That one's mine.
Pour moi!
The gameplay is just so mundane, forgettable, and droll that it's hard to even describe it, to find words for this review. So, it's just so meh. And that's the problem on top of several others, so let's cover those next.
Back off, jerk.
I got it!
Wide open.
As you play, you'll get tokens for fighting. I don't see what this really does, as your opponents never change the way they play. It's just a tacked on minigame cause hue chicks in bikinis and jiggle physics, punching and kicking each other. Cause you know, that was never made into an ongoing franchise or anything. Oh no.
Whoa, you don't see this too often, and I like it. But then again, I'm a really sick dude.
As for the fights themselves, they suck. It's some of the worst control and button mashing lowbrow trash from the Flint River I have ever experienced. Nothing feels right at all. The attacks look and feel jank. It's like they took Shaq Fu and made it into a Coomer version in 3D. With too many animation frames, it's like Mortal Kombat meets the Muppets. Just grab two pool noodles and smash them together. You'll get the idea of what this looks and feels like.
No.
And since there doesn't seem to be any real benefit to doing this, and the AI never initiates any fights, only the players can, this just leads you to wonder, why is this even a fucking thing?
Wake the kids! It's time to watch someone get their ass kicked! Whoa! You don't see this too often, and...
Fight.
And again, I'm a really sick dude.
If you could have kicked my ass as good as I can wiggle it, I wouldn't be standing here over your pathetic carcass.
Tricks in wins.
Your AI teammate is entirely useless in this game. They rarely ever do their job, and they will usually just stand there as you dash across the court and attempt to hit the ball, to only miss because it was their job to do it, not yours. Or the times they'll serve the ball to only smack the net instead, costing you a point. Like, seriously? Seriously? Are you fucking serious? You kidding me, bitch?
You can never get enough pomp and circumstance before a game, but it's time to play. You know, I already missed the pomp part. Ooh, that serve hit the net, which is actually great for the other team.
Ew, dumb bitch.
Like every volleyball game, expect the AI opponents to rubber band all over the court just to prevent you from scoring even harder than your mother showing up to prom night in a nightgown shouting at you were supposed to be grounded.
I have several questions.
I honestly hated how often the AI would just yeet itself halfway across the court to ensure I never got any points. Meanwhile, they'll spike the ball and I can never yeet myself across the court to prevent them from scoring. Gotta love that video game design logic.
I mean, this right here is the epitome of not even trying.
I honestly do not understand the humor in this game. Am I supposed to find it funny? I don't. I don't see it at all. I've played this game for about 2 hours and it just not making me even chuckle. Instead, it makes me want to turn the game off and rethink my life.
God, I need help.
Whether it's just generic, heard it a million times racist stereotypes.
Circle the wagons, boys, cause this Native American beauty is on the warpath. Easily dispatching opponents, she makes Custer's last stand look like a tea party. Armed with nothing more than grit, determination, and a great set of tomahawks, Shawnee is ready to exact some vicious vengeance on the volleyball court.
You know, when I was just a little girl and all the other kids were playing with dolls,
I was busy throwing tomahawks and shooting arrows!
scared the crap out of my neighbors, that's for sure.
Or something to do with drugs and hippies.
Oh, look! It's a flock of endangered flying elephants and bunnies! Hi, guys! Oh! Did I score a goal?
It's just so meh, like a Saturday Night Live skit. They're trying so hard to be edgy, but instead just makes you want to pop your own eardrums and gouge out your own eyeballs instead.
You ain't lying.
I guess I'm just too old for this kind of shit anymore. Or I'm going through a phase of depression, given I swing back and forth between violently angry to deep depression on the daily.
Actually, it would explain a lot.
Hold on, I'm just channeling the king. Here it comes. I'm a hunka burning love, baby. Feel the heat, smell my feet. Stinky!
But hey, at least we have Steve Carell here to narrate everything. So that's neat, I guess. Even if the script he was given was written by a 12-year-old from 4chan.
Oh man, this is my kind of fight! Hooray for feminism! And they lost the tournament. Well, there's always tomorrow, or until you hit restart. Well, that was certainly fun. Don't be a stranger, okay? Come back soon. I get lonely, and this is pretty much the high point of my day.
One thing I noticed right away is the audio quality in this game being pretty bad, so I turned down my speakers thinking that was the problem, but nope. It's the game in general not being that good. I honestly wish I could have played it with it muted, but then you wouldn't hear anything in-game for this review. So I suffered for your sake.
Oh, thank you.
I just don't get what they were thinking. The audio is just so awful. It's hard to describe outside of it just being shit. But maybe you can hear it better than me.
Nice fucking model!
Of course, what kind of PS2 game would this game be if not for the long load times? Yeah, it's just like the WWE games all over again. They can range from 25 seconds to upwards to 42 seconds depending on various factors. And remember, there's a loading screen in between each character introduction on top of loading into the match. Then there's loading screens in between gameplay with replay videos and characters' reactions, as well as to access and finish fights. Yep, it's just non-stop loading screens that breaks the general flow of a pretty mid-game.
Hold your nose, folks, and welcome to Stinky Falls!
And with that said, we're down to one game, that being Power Volleyball, and so far this journey has been pretty much trash. Who knew a sport like volleyball would have so many terrible video game adaptations? Anyways, let's just hope Power Volleyball will be good, as we need something besides Summer Heat, which is so far the king of all 5 out of 6 covered so far. Anyways, let's wrap up this review.
It's over!
At the end of the day, I can barely recommend Outlaw Volleyball Remixed. It's just so mediocre, boring, and garbage at times. I wasn't really having any fun. I felt like a boomer watching Jackass and trying to see the appeal as all the guys in their 20s and teens are laughing their asses off.
Old.
I think I'm just getting up in age to find this stuff funny anymore. Hell, lately I haven't been enjoying South Park like I used to as a kid, so maybe I'm just not the target audience.
No. Let's not start that shit.
Which is clearly horny 15-year-olds with a divorced dad that buys their love by getting them the most violent and raunchy pieces of media possible behind their mother's back.
That would be an accurate statement, yes.
I just didn't enjoy the gameplay. The AI cheats, your teammate is useless as all hell, the humor is meh. The fighting minigame was so dreadful, I think I want to go back and mindlessly praise All-Star Fighters instead.
Jesus Christ!
Boingy, 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 boingy.
But whatever, it's over, and we're nearing the end of a single game left. Power Volleyball. Let's hope you will be good, so we can say there's more than one decent volleyball game for PlayStation 2. If not... Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
Wake the kids! It's time to watch someone get their ass kicked! Whoa! You don't see this too often, and...
Round 1. Fight.
Again, I'm a really sick dude.
If you could have kicked my ass as good as I can wiggle it, I wouldn't be standing here over your pathetic carcass.
Tricks in. Win.